Thank you for coming, everybody. My name is Niva Srasta, and this exhibition, Ode to Home, is my solo exhibition. Today, I wanted to talk to you about two things: my painting process, and I want to take you on a tour to Kathmandu, hopefully. So I'm going to talk about this painting and just a little bit about how I think and how I paint. The subject is very important to me. Also could be because where I grew up in Kathmandu, I'm fond of these architectural stuff. And also some kind of emotional connection to my subject is very important. So things I choose have some kind of connection to me. So once I choose a subject, what I do is I try to think in terms of big shapes and like abstract things. Like I want to think of like, how do I make this place my own? I'm not trying to copy the place. For example, here you can see this is something called a gate. So this is the gate. I have been there many times. Thankfully, I was able to go there this year as well. So I think of it like I want to make this gate like an icon, right? A big shape. So it's the biggest thing here. And then how do I simplify everything else? So this is my like a main actor. And then other things are very simplified. I pick and choose like a few different things. Not too much detail, but things that I think are important to me. And basically transform the place so how I look at this place. During that process, I also think of how do I make this colors like mine. So it might not be exactly what you see, like for example, the sky is not blue, but it works in the painting. And I bring that colors into different subjects as well, so they kind of are connected. Say like these kind of painting, my biggest inspiration has been book artists, especially for a decade. So Stuart Davis is a big influence who kind of helped me to, I'm looking at the subject from observation, but how do I make it mine? How do I introduce this imaginary space and also the things that are real? So those are the things you see in these paintings. I think this opportunity, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Kathmandu, of course, because this whole exhibition is about Kathmandu. So it is my hometown. So the people who've been there for thousands of years are called Newar. So I am a Newar. So, they are known for their big contribution in arts and culture for centuries and centuries. So the things you're saying is part of that culture. So they practice like these two, both Buddhism and Hinduism together. So that's what you're kind of gonna see. And we have like a lot of different festivals. You might see some of them in one or two paintings. Another thing I wanted to say is I chose this gate especially because it's like it's symbolical. I'm going through this gate and I'm looking back at my culture and also trying to understand where I come from, right? So it's very symbolic to me. And you can see like, so I'll also talk about where this gate comes from. So it's a small town in Kathmandu Valley, a little bit far away. And these native Newars, they love to live in a very close community. So they have all these gates and things for a specific purpose. So this place has like 8 gates, and this is called main gate or bride gate because, well, any bride has to go through the gate. So that's the name of the painting here. So you can see all these icons of like religious icons, different mythological creatures. All these things are part of the gate. They're protecting the place. So you see a dragon. We have symbolical meaning for moon and sun, and these kind of secret vessels. And you can also see like the eye is in many of these places, like they're kind of watching the place. They are maybe a protector of the place as well. And you see like these are mythological creature, combination of different animals and things like that. So this is definitely one of my favorite paintings. I tried to make it like more, I know right now it's more modern now, the buildings have changed quite a bit, but when I was painting this, I was trying to think of like when I was a kid, how would that place look like? So the colors are kind of quieter, like very, to make that place from like long time ago. Hopefully that's how you feel, yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know. That's all I have to say about this one. And we'll go through one or two more paintings, okay? No question? Yay! All right, good job.